Welcome to today's practice. Find a comfortable seat. Allow the spine to be long. And just take a moment to land, to settle. Maybe close the eyes. And just start to let the breath settle into a nice natural rhythm. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. And just take a few rounds following your breath. Take an inhale, reaching the arms up, touch palms together. Exhale, draw the hands down to heart center. Again, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, take the right hand to the floor, reach the left arm up and over, and just invite a side bend, anchoring into both sit bones. And then from here, slowly start to lean forward, sweeping through center, taking the left hand down, reaching the right arm up by the ear. Then we're going to move for a few rounds just like this, sweeping through, coming around to the other side, perhaps inhale into the side bend, exhale to come forwards, or perhaps a different breath practice has emerged for you. Maybe once more to each side. And then pressing to rise, coming back to center. Once back to center, bring the soles of the feet together and just find a very gentle butterfly bounce. Come back to stillness, shift the feet a little further in front, holding comfortably around the legs. Take an inhale, draw the heart forwards and up, draw the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, nod the chin to the chest and round out the back. And let's work for a few rounds of this variation of cat to cow. One more repetition. And then coming back to neutral. From here, just place the feet on towards the floor, perhaps just have the hands a little bit behind for support, and just let the knees take a bit of a windscreen wiper motion. Lovely, and then from there, extending the legs out in front. Have the feet wide enough just so you can circle the ankles. And then change direction. Pointing the toes away, and then draw the toes back towards the shins. And just take that pointing, flexing sequence a couple of times. Lovely. And then from here, let's come around to all fours, finding a hands and knees position, arranging the wrists underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Shift the weight a little bit over the wrists and just sway the chest over one wrist and then the other wrist. Just getting the wrists a little bit used to load bearing. Come back to center. Very similar, keeping the arms straight. Shift the chest a little further over the wrists, coming forwards. And then take the hips back in the direction of the heels. Maybe tuck the toes to incorporate a bit of a toe stretch into this movement that you're making. Really nice. Untucking the toes, taking the hips back towards the heels. Extend the arms forwards, bring the forehead in the direction of the floor. Take a couple of breaths in your child pose. And then lifting the gaze to look towards the front of the mat, we're going to scoop the body forwards, coming all the way down. Once down on towards the floor, taking your hands to a capital E or a W position. Have the gaze down in towards the floor. Take an inhale, tuck the tailbone, lift the chest, tiny little back bend. And then exhale, lower down. Again, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. And then exhale to lower. This time, take the fingers towards the edges of the mat, popping up onto the fingertips, point the elbows upwards, softly engage the glutes, roll the shoulder blades down the back, take an inhale, peeling up into a baby cobra. Exhale, coming down. Inhale to rise. Exhale to come down. Inhale to rise, hold for a few breaths, maybe without the hands. And then coming back down, bringing the hands under the shoulders, pushing back to all fours. This time tucking the toes, lifting the hips, coming up into a downward facing dog, pressing the chest back towards the thighs. If the legs feel a little tight, you might choose to take a foot pedaling motion on your first downward facing dog. Bending one knee and straightening the other. And then slowly bringing that back to stillness. From here, take an inhale, rolling forwards into plank. Bring the shoulders over the wrists. From there, bend the knees. Dip the belly a little. Scoop the hips back up towards the sky. Again, inhale to roll forwards. Exhale, bend the knees. Scooping back up. One more time. Inhale to roll forwards. Exhale, bend the knees. Scooping back up. Lovely. From there, slowly begin to walk the feet towards the front of the mat. Arrive in about a hip width distance stance, dangling over the legs. So soft knees here, whether you're holding opposite elbows or just dangling the arms towards the floor. Just take a moment to hang, maybe softly swaying. Bring the hands onto the shins. Take an inhale, draw the heart forwards, finding a flatter back. And then exhale, folding down. Bringing in a little bit more knee bend now. Slowly roll up the spine, making your way towards a standing position. Really taking your time to get there. Once there, make any adjustments, making sure you are not dizzy. Bringing the feet either to hip width, or you might prefer to stand with the big toes touching. Draw the arms down by the sides. Take a breath here. From our mountain pose, take an inhale, reaching the arms up, touching palms together. You might look up to the thumbs. Exhale, folding down to the floor. Allow enough knee bend to accommodate that fold. Inhale, bring the hands to the shins, flattening the back, draw the heart forwards. Exhale to fold. Placing the hands, step the feet back to a plank. From your plank position, lower the left knee down towards the floor. Turn the right foot parallel with the short edge of the mat. Shift the left foot a little bit out to the left. So you can reach the right arm up, coming into a supported side plank. Nice breath here. From here, coming onto the fingertips of the left hand, slowly rising. Take the right hand down towards the leg. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, side bending over to the right, coming into gate pose. Lovely. From there, slowly rising, taking the left hand back down towards the floor, reaching the right arm up and over. Nice. From here, option to raise the right leg. And for those that wish, you could bend the right knee, take the right hand for the ankle, and then push the foot and the hand together, creating that nice openness, that little bit of a back bend, opening for the front right side of the body. Gently release, lower the foot down, turning down towards the front of the mat, tucking in the left foot, and then stepping back towards your plank. From there, lowering the right knee down towards the floor. Turn the left foot parallel with the short edge of the mat. Shift the right foot out to the right, reaching the left arm up for supported side plank. Nice breath. Coming on to the fingertips of the right hand, slowly coming upright. Left hand comes down to the leg. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, side bending to the left, reaching the right arm up and over. Nice lateral stretch. Slowly coming back up, taking the right hand back down, reaching left arm up and over. Either stay here or you could float the left leg up. Maybe bend the knee, taking the ankle, pushing the foot and the hand together. Releasing the left foot, take it back down, turning down towards the floor, tucking the right foot back in, and then stepping the right foot back to plank. Coming all the way down to the floor. Hands might be under the shoulders. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Lead with the chin and chest, peeling up into cobra. You can take baby cobra. You can lift higher if you feel ready. Gentle press of the hands. Slowly coming down, tucking the toes, pushing back to downward facing dog. Find a breath. Softening the knees, looking towards the front of the mat. We're going to get the feet up there, so you could take another walk or maybe a big step. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rising, coming up, taking arms up, touching palms together. Exhale, lower the arms, back to mountain pose. Nice. From here, take an inhale, reaching the arms up, touching palms together. Exhale, folding down towards the floor. Inhale, flatten the back, lift the chest. Exhale to fold, placing the hands, taking the feet back to plank. From there, lowering all the way or maybe halfway down into chaturanga. If you're ready for an upward dog, rolling onto palms and tops of feet, draw the heart forwards and up. Otherwise, you might stay in a cobra. From here, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog, nice smooth breath. In and out of the nose if the sinuses are clear. From there, soften the knees, look towards the top of the mat, bringing the feet up in between the hands. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, coming up to stand, taking arms up, touching palms together. Exhale, lower the arms, back to mountain pose. Let's go again. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding down towards the floor. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale to fold, step or float back, coming all the way or halfway down. Inhale, lift the chest, opening out. Exhale, lift the hips, take it back. Nice breath. From here, soften the knees, looking to the front of the mat, stepping or floating the feet up. Inhale to flatten the back. Exhale, fold. Rising to stand, coming all the way up. Nice inhale. Exhale, lower the arms down. One more time. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale to fold, place the hands. Feet go back, lowering down. Inhale, lift the chest, opening out. Exhale, lift the hips. Nice breath. From there, soften the knees, looking to the top of the mat, bringing the feet up. Inhale, flattening the back. Exhale to fold. Inhaling, rising, coming up, taking arms up, touching palms together. Exhale, arms down by the sides. Nice. If your big toes are not touching, you might bring them to touch now. From here, bend the knees, sweep the arms through, coming into chair pose. Nice inhale. Exhale, folding down towards the floor. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale to fold, place the hands. Take the feet back, lowering down. Inhale, lift the chest, opening out, nice back bend. Exhale, lift the hips, downward dog. From here, ground the left heel, stepping the right foot forwards. Nice long stance, rising, deeply bent knee, reaching the arms up into our warrior one. From here, take the hands down towards the floor, framing the foot, stepping back to plank and lowering down. Inhale, lift the chest, opening out. Exhale, lift the hips. From there, right heel grounds, left foot steps forwards. Rising, coming up, warrior one, nice deep lunge. From here, take the hands down, frame the foot, stepping back to plank, lowering down. Inhale, lift the chest, opening out. Exhale, lift the hips. Nice smooth breath. From there, soften the knees, look to the top of the mat, bringing the feet up. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale to fold, big toes touching, bend the knees deeply, coming up with bent knees, reaching arms up. We're going to keep our knees bent, bring the hands down to heart center. From there, turning the chest to the right, either stay here or you could hook the left elbow over the right knee. Make sure the hips are lower than the head so you're not sticking them up into the air. Turning back to center, turning to the left, either stay a little higher or you might hook the right elbow over the left knee. Nice, turning back forward, straighten the legs out, reaching the arms up, and then exhale, lower the arms, take a moment, take a breath. From here, inhale, reaching up, touching palms together. Exhale to fold. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, folding. This time, just the left foot steps back. Long lunge. Sink the hips, draw the heart forwards. Encourage the front of the left thigh to lengthen out. Now really stabilise the legs here, so you want the feet at least hip width, so you're nice and stable. Come onto the fingertips, and then when it's ready, rising into high lunge. Take your time to find your balance. It's a little bit more challenging with that back knee lifted. Nice from here, taking the hands down towards the floor. Now I'm going to shift my right foot back a bit because I don't have space, but you might walk the hands a little bit further forwards, just so you've got a bit of space between your foot and your hands. Come a little bit lighter onto the left leg. Slowly start to raise the left leg up, so in a variation of Warrior 3. Hands could stay grounded onto the floor. Hips are squared down. Point the toes down towards the mat. If you want to explore a bit, you could play with just hovering the fingertips off the floor. Maybe bring the hands to heart center, or you could fly the arms back like aeroplane wings. From there, taking the hands back down to the floor, stepping the left foot back. Couple of options. Option 1, lower the left knee down, extend the right leg back behind, coming into a supported side plank again. Option 2, keeping the left knee lifted, stepping the right foot back, stacking the feet, reaching right arm up for full side plank. Pressing the hips upwards, whichever variation you are in. From there, turning down towards the floor, lowering all the way down. Once down onto the floor, extend the arms down by the sides, fingers pointing to the back of the mat. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Softly engage the glutes. Start to lift the chest. Draw up through the kneecaps, float the thighs off the floor, coming into Shalabhasana, locust pose. From there, lowering down, bring the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes, push back to downward dog. From downward dog, soften the knees, look to the front of the mat, bringing the feet up. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale to fold. Rising, coming up, taking arms up, touching palms together. Exhale, lower the arms, back to mountain pose. We'll move through that little sequence on the other side. So from here, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding down towards the floor. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale to fold. Just stepping the right foot back, so we're in our runner's lunge. Draw the heart forwards. From here, nice and stable in the legs, come onto the fingertips. When ready, rising into high lunge. Find your balance, take up the space. You could keep a little bend in the back knee if it's a little bit of pressure on the low back. From there, take the hands down towards the floor. Bring the hands a little bit further forwards of the left foot. Slowly start to take more weight into the left leg. Right leg starts to lift for your Warrior 3 variation. Maybe the fingertips stay grounded, or maybe you choose one of the arm variants, maybe a prayer, maybe flying the arms back. Take the hands down towards the floor, stepping the right foot back. Now we've got our options. Either right knee is going to come to the floor, taking the left leg back for your supported side plank, or the left foot's going to step back, roll onto the edge of the right foot, reaching left arm up for full side plank. From there, turning down to the floor and lower all the way down. Once down to the floor, this time take the hands down towards the tailbone, interlinking the fingers. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Draw the heart forwards and up, start to lift the chest. Draw it through the kneecaps, hover the legs, maybe float the arms as well. Releasing, coming all the way down, bring the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes, either pushing back to downward facing dog for a few rounds of breath, or if you feel like a bit of a break, drop the knees down to the mat. Take the feet a little wider towards the edges, bringing the big toes to touch. Sit the hips back to the heels, coming into a wide leg child pose, releasing the forehead down towards the floor. Slowly walk the hands back in. Start to lift the hips off the heels if you chose the child pose. Bring the knees into hip width, tuck into the toes, lifting the hips up into downward dog. Take a breath there. I'm just going to swap ends on the mat. You don't need to. From here, take an inhale, raising the right leg up for a three-legged dog. Encourage the left heel down as the right leg lifts. We're going to bend our right knee, stepping the right foot forwards. From there, we're going to bring our hands inside of the right foot and walk them around to the long edge of the mat. Square the feet so the toes might be slightly turned in, but they're certainly not turned out. Take an inhale, lift the chest, create space. Exhale, folding down to the space between the legs. You might walk the hands back, gaze in between the legs to the wall behind. From there, draw the heart forwards, walk the hands back out, and then start to walk the hands around to the front of the mat. Heel to the right foot a little wider, so it's next to the right hand. And then we're going to bend our left knee, stepping our left foot up to the outside of the left hand. From there, start to bend the knees, find our Malasana squat, sinking the hips back to the heels. You might take a prayer at heart center and just use the elbows to encourage the knees to widen a little. From there, take the hands down, lift the hips up, coming into a bit of a fold. So bring the feet in a little closer. You might hook your peace fingers around your big toes. Take an inhale, create a flatter back. Exhale, folding in, maybe gazing in between the legs. Nice. Take an inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, place the hands down and take it back to your downward facing dog. Nice breath there. Again, I'm going to swap ends. From downward dog, option to raise the left leg for a three-legged dog, pushing the right heel towards the floor. We're going to bend our left knee, stepping the left foot forwards. From there, bring the left hand inside of the foot, walking the hands around to the long edge of the mat. So again, toes pointing towards the long edge of the mat, maybe slightly turned in. You can repeat the last fold, or this time you might keep the hips in line as they are and start to walk the fingertips further forwards, creating that nice length. And once you've met your edge, dangle the head down so the front of the body looks a bit like a downward dog and the back of the body is still in your wide angle fold. Nice, lift the chest away from the floor, walking the hands back in. Start to walk the hands around to the front of the mat, keeping them inside of the left foot. Take the left foot towards the edge of the mat. From here, we're going to step the right foot to the outside of the right hand, back into that position. You're welcome to come back to Malasana squat, or you might try a little hand balance, bringing the hands a bit further back, being sure to keep them shoulder wide so they can't come in any closer than shoulder wide, creating that platform. Start to bend the elbows, resting the thighs on towards the back of the arms. Notice how the wrists are doing. If the heel of the hand is lifting off of the floor, you might not go any further because your wrists might not be flexible enough to take this. If your hands are planted and it's still comfortable, walk the feet a bit further forwards of the hands. Maybe start to walk them in towards each other. Perhaps the toes touch. You might even be able to cross the ankles and float the feet off of the floor. Take a breath here. Place the feet back down, lifting the hips up. Maybe bring the feet in more to a hip width position or slightly wider. You could hook your big toes again, or this time you could place the palms underneath the soles of the feet, taking Padahastasana, dangling down, gazing behind. Nice. From here, inhale, lift the chest, bring the hands to the floor, take the feet back to downward dog. Rolling forwards into plank, coming all the way or halfway down. Inhale, lift the chest, opening out. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. From our downward dog, we're going to come through to seated, bend the knees, bring the feet forwards, and then just lengthening the legs out in front. Coming to seated staff, so 2 straight legs. If you're able to sit comfortably with the legs together, you might do that, pointing the toes up. If you need a little gap, take a gap. Creating that capital L shape, roll the shoulder blades down the back. Take a nice inhale, reaching the arms up. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Exhale, folding forwards, reaching beyond the front of the mat. And then just bring the hands down to wherever they end up. Feet, floor, lower legs. Inhale, create some length. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale there. Coming out of the fold, placing the hands a little further back. Fingers could either point back towards the hips or they could be turned away. Plant the feet where the knees were. Start to press into the feet, lift the chest and start to lift the hips up, coming into a reverse table. Try to make everything level so your thighs, your belly and your chest are all on one line. From there, start to lower the hips back, down towards the floor. Re-extend the legs out in front. From here, taking a bend in towards the right knee. Taking the right leg over the left, place the foot down. Either keep the left leg straight, or you could tuck the left heel around by the hip, coming into your Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes. Nice lift to the chest. Turning to the right, right hand might arrive on the floor behind. Left arm could either hug the knee, or you could take the upper arm over, making a stop sign, perhaps gazing behind. Turning back to face forwards. Leave the bottom leg as it is. Edge the right heel a little closer around to the left hip. So the knees are finding that stacked position. Nice lift of the chest. Maybe stay here. If there's a gap between your knees and the chest and they're quite well aligned, you might find a fold beneficial. Nice, slowly walking the hands back in. Take the hands behind so you can unwrap the legs, lengthening the legs back out in front. From there, taking a bend in towards the left leg, taking the left leg over the right, planting the foot down. Either keep the right leg straight or you could bend the knee, bringing the heel around by the hip. Nice lift of the chest, turning left, placing left hand behind, right arm either hugging the left knee or maybe taking the upper arm over. From there, slowly turning back to face forwards, bringing the left heel a little closer around by the right hip, stacking the knees or as close to stacked as they will go. Either staying upright here, taking a few breaths, or you might take a fold. If you folded, slowly rising, placing the hands behind, unwrap the legs, lengthening the legs out long. Again, you might turn the fingers back to the hips or turn them away or out to the sides. Roll the shoulder blades up, back and down, lift the chest, either stay here or you could point the toes, push the hips up into reverse plank. Maybe head drops back, or you could keep it more neutral, or you could look forwards. Slowly lowering back down towards the floor. From there, taking the legs to a wider V shape, comfortably wide for you. Act like the legs are supporting you like they were when we were standing. Draw up for the kneecaps, nice inhale here, lift the chest. Exhale, folding forwards, just to a depth that you can manage. Slowly coming back up. From there, bend the knees, place the heels onto the floor a little bit closer in. Take the arms inside of the legs, reaching for the big toes. Lifting into the chest. Start to draw the right heel in a little closer, maybe hover the foot off the floor, maybe take it to a happy baby, maybe straighten the leg out if the hamstrings will allow. Bend back into the knee, place the heel down, drawing the left heel in, maybe hovering, maybe taking like a happy baby, or maybe going for a straight leg. Bend the knee, take the foot back down. Either repeat that, maybe 3 breaths in each, or you might keep the chest lifted, draw the heels back, maybe hover both feet off the floor, take them to a happy baby shape if the hamstrings were tight, or you might straighten the legs out fully if that's allowing today. Keep the chest lifted so you don't tip back. If you want to add a little strength at the end here and you've got straight legs, just let go of the feet and slowly lower the legs down. Really nice. Bringing the legs in together. Have a little bit of space behind you on the mat. Let's meet down on our back. Let's arrive with the feet planted and the knees pointing upwards towards the ceiling. Feet about hip width in distance. Resting the hands down by the sides. Tuck the tailbone, start to push the feet into the floor, slowly lifting the hips up, lifting lower back, middle back, maybe coming on towards the shoulder blades. Option to roll the shoulders in a little closer, binding the arms underneath the lower back if that feels good for you and helps you to create some height. Slowly release back down to the floor, undo the hands, rolling all the way back down. From here, open the arms either into a T or a cactus shape, shifting the hips over to the right. You might just let the knees drop to the left as they are, or you might wrap the right thigh over the top of the left and allow the knees to drop over to the left with the thighs wrapped. You could look over your right shoulder, you could keep the gaze in more of a neutral position. Starting to find a bit of softness now, beginning to wind things down. Slowly start to bring the knees back up. If the legs were wrapped, undo. Shift the hips back to center, then shifting the hips to the left with the option of the left leg wrapping over the right, letting the knees fall over to the right, maybe gazing in the opposite direction if you looked one way last time. Slowly lifting the knees back up, undo the legs, shifting the hips back to center. Gently gather the knees into the chest, give yourself a bit of a hug. If you want to take a full happy baby, you might take the outsides of both feet, ankles, drawing the knees down to the armpits. Grounding the back into the floor, trying to eliminate the hips from being lifted. And then start to release out. We'll make our way into our Shavasana, our relaxation. So find a comfortable laying position for you. Resting the head down. Make sure you're going to be warm enough. Settling into a few minutes of stillness. Nice smooth breath. Slowly start to take some deeper breaths. Nice inhale. Nice long exhales. Maybe start to invite a little bit of movement back in, fingers and toes, turning the wrists, turning the ankles. You might feel called to take a full body stretch, lengthening out long, taking up space, maybe gathering the knees in towards the chest, giving yourself a little bit of a hug, perhaps rocking the back into the floor. And then taking a roll to one side to bring yourself up to seated. Making your way into a comfortable seated position. Feeling the benefits of your practice. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.